unfortunately. I got all the field day stuff planned, but I haven't heard from a lot of people, and it's a little concerning to me, to be honest with you, because we voted at the, not last week, but last month's meeting to pay the insurance, so we'd have our liability insurance, do you remember?
Yeah.
I have no word whether that was paid.
I got a notification from WAARN last month. They did change insurance companies.
I know. I don't know if it was supposed to, we gave, Lynette was supposed to get a hold of Jen and do it, so I'm gonna call Jen tomorrow.
Ben sent out an email, I think, this morning saying that they were, they were trying to find out what the cost was.
Oh, Ben sent out an email?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll get that. Okay.
When does our policy expire, you know?
June, it expires just prior to field day.
So we bought it before that.
Yeah, we bought it just before. We were tight last time, that's why I don't want to get another jam this time, because we have to have proof of insurance to go on that field. So I want to make sure we have that. I was hoping Bob would be here. I don't know what happened to Bob tonight.
They're working on a project, yeah.
He's tied up at work.
Oh, is he? Okay. I'll give him a call tomorrow when he I'll give Bob a call.
I saw that in the
I'm just, the only thing I'm concerned with, guys, is just that we make sure that we have an adequate number of people. I look at it this way, even if there's a couple of us there, we can still do it, you know what I mean?
I'm not going to PEI the latest.
Yeah, you're going to be there, I'm going to be there. And I know Barry's going to be there. I'm going to bring you're bringing your motorhome and bring my camper, so, you know. I think, is the Cub Scouts still coming, Barry?
Yeah, I talked with Jerry the other day, and he says there's probably going to be five to 10 people. I don't know when.
Yeah, that's fine.
I told him to come early on Saturday morning and have them learn how to set up antennas and stuff.
Yeah, well, because, you know, Bob said, we put everything away last year carefully. You know, those bags should be all, I mean, we made sure that everything was in those bags for those portable, you know, the masks and the dipoles. There shouldn't be any problem with just grabbing the bags, and we'll check them all. That was the other thing I wanted to schedule. That is a work night. I'm going to have to call Bob on a work night, you know, a work weekend where we can go up there on Saturday or Sunday and, you know,
Should check connectors.
just check everything, make sure everything. And Bob was talking about bringing the Deucenac. And I had that on. Yeah, he said he was going to get it up back. He hadn't fixed up. He was talking about bringing it down. So, but, on generators, were you going to bring a generator?
Somebody picks it up.
Yeah, that's not a problem. I was going to bring one too, and I didn't think Bob was. I thought so we need to put that on. Can it go in the back of my truck? Or? Okay. So if I arrange it, I can put it on the back.
5,000.
Okay.
Standard run. It'll run.
What happens when the big one is down there?
We got to do that. Yeah.
It's going to cost you more to set that up.
It's 100,000 kW. It's too big. We'd have to build a whole panel for that thing and everything else. It just.
You'd actually end up building 2 panels with the transformer.
It's just. It was a good gesture, but it's not going to work.
We're hams, we can do that.
But I did talk to the fire chief. The fire chief, I think they're going to. I think he said through his EMA budget, he's going to pop for all the gasoline for us. So.
That'd be great.
So that's $50 worth of gas, probably. I don't know, maybe not. Well, the gas. Well, who knows? By then it might be. I don't know what it is, but
It's actually going down.
yeah, it was down to 388 tonight. You're right. Yeah, that was gone down. So Bob has all the portable towers, the ground rods, and the the associated stuff for the grounding, because we want to make sure we have all the grounding equipment. That all was bagged too, so that stuff should be pretty easy. I just got to make sure that Ben's going to be able to bring that down in his trailer, because that's what he usually brings all that stuff down in his trailer. So we got to make sure that's still all available. I'll have to do that.
I do have a trailer if we need.
You do?
Yeah. I got a drop gate trailers.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll make a note of it.
You've got everything.
Are the 2 generators going to be up there?
Oh, cool. I'll be a what?
Are the 2 generators?
Oh, yeah. Two generators will be enough.
Well, I'm going to have to.
You will? Yeah, okay. We should.
All we need is the station for the generators.
That's correct. That's all we have to run on it. And we've got, the new building there, we've got outside receptacles, all our lighting and stuff we can do off commercial power. And we'd be foolish not to. Yeah, I'm not that much of a hero.
So you're only talking a total load to get the most of it wants.
Exactly. So, we'll do that. We're going to use as much. In fact, I got to go up there and do the final inspection on the kitchen and stuff this week. The electricians got done this week, so I'm going to go up there and check that out. But like I said, they've got a brand new facility up there with new bathrooms and everything, so it'll be a lot more comfortable for, and everything's right in that one building now. You know, we got the kitchen, we got the bathroom, you know, and
Oh, no more porta potty?
we didn't have one of that last year. We always had a bathroom in the building. It was just the next building over, that's all.
Yeah, I remember that
Oh,
last
that's
year.
right, yeah.
So
Okay.
we'll have everything there again, you know, they're gonna give me the keys to everything, and all we have to do is say, just leave it, you know, we can get the big grill out if we wanna use it, that big grill that we
Well, I
use.
talked to Bill Cat Wednesday, he said the bus is ready, so.
Yeah, he's bringing the bus, but we can use that big grill too if we want. They said to go ahead and use it if we want. The only thing they asked us, just clean everything up, leave it the way you find it, and that's not a big deal. They've been very happy the way we've left stuff, so.
Actually, we've left it cleaner than,
Well, they got a new guy up there. They got a guy, a friend of mine's, been there for 6 months, and this guy's he's the most organized, neat freak you ever saw. That place is spotless.
cool.
He went through every piece of equipment there and pressure washed it, repainted everything in there. He's one of these guys that just keeps equipment like A1. And he's available. Steve will be around if we need him.
Retired firefighter?
Huh? No, he isn't. This is a guy that he drove a dump truck for a living, and his dump truck you could eat off the floor. You know, he couldn't leave the truck until he cleaned it all out, wiped up the floor. He's one of those type of guys, but that's fine. But they had a job open, and I was one of the ones that recommended him for the job because I said he'll take good care of that equipment, and he has. He's got everything just so well organized there. It's great. So,
Yeah, they need
so
somebody
we
like
should be
that,
good.
yeah.
You know, and the other thing is Bob's got the portable lighting stuff. You know, the lights that we
String lights.
Yeah, the stringer lights. I can put that down. Stringer lights. If worst case scenario comes and there's only 4 or 5 of us show up, then only 4 or 5 of us show up. That's the way I look at it. I'm not going to be too excited. You know, we'll run a
Just knock the
station.
number of stations down.
Huh?
Just knock the number of stations down.
Right. We'll just go down 2 stations or whatever.
Why?
If we got operators, we got operators.
Yeah.
If we don't,
Well, then, you know, we're
we
going
don't
to.
have to operate every station all the time.
I know. I'm going to bring. Leo, you bringing a radio or no? No, you're not.
I got a radio in the motorhome anyways.
Yeah. Okay. You got an HF in there. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna bring my 6-meter
That's easy to set.
all mode.
I know Bob. I had Bob down for.
I just need an antenna
Bob
right
and
now.
Alex was going to bring a Heath kit.
Wow.
Alex, AI2Q was going to bring a Heath kit. I'm going to bring I'll bring my 718.
If anybody has a 6-meter antenna though,
I'm gonna bring my,
that'll work?
That tunes for 6 meters.
Anything
the
on
one that
15
you
will
mentioned.
work on 6?
Yeah. That'll tune. I'm going to bring that along. I'm bringing a couple of
We're gonna have
rotators.
tuners on the stations anyway, aren't we?
Yeah. We're going to use tuners.
Good.
Yeah.
Need to
I
have
don't
a
like
tuner
those
on mine.
internal tuners that well myself. They tune tough. You can't.
Well, this is an old IC 851 or whatever, 6-meter all mode.
I think we'll get a pretty. I'm
100
going to
watts.
send out a. How many of you guys here plan to be the field day the whole time? Well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'd be 6.
At this point,
Jake,
I
you'll be
plan to be
coming
there.
over anyhow, visiting anyhow, right? Yeah. So, and I think my nephew's coming up. You know, he's an extra too. He'll be coming up for the whole weekend, and Mike's coming over, I think. Right, Mike?
Oh, for sure.
All right.
If I do any operating though on 6 meters, I need somebody to log for me.
Do I recall a while ago we approved the budget for Bill Cat? Is that for food-wise?
If you don't have
Yeah,
the
wait a minute,
food,
yeah.
What do you want to do about food? Because you still want to pop the food out of the cup, and you just all want to bring your own food and cook there, or what do you think? I mean, I just
Didn't we
wanna run-
budget out for, well,
Yeah, I thought a couple.
a couple
If we-
meetings ago?
Doesn't make any difference to me.
Go ahead and ask it.
Me either. I can bring my own. I'll be cooking steak on the grill. So.
Oh, what, are we gonna cook the Boy Scout?
They're already cut,
Huh?
drawn.
Bill's going to come, but it depends if we only have. I'm hoping we get a good turnout. But the thing is, I got to get a number. That's the only thing. I'm going to put it on an email out this evening.
We need to do positively how many to go.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
tell them,
And what duration they're gonna be there.
Exactly. We just want to know because I'll go out and try to get some. I know all the restaurant guys. And I'm sure I can pick up quite a few hot dogs and stuff. They'll donate them to us. In town there, and some rolls and stuff. I can get some stuff like that.
We don't need anything fancy.
Yeah.
I think I can hijack Marie in making her world famous mac salad.
All right, that'll work.
We could do. That's one of the things.
No,
wanna
I
do.
will
I'll give
hijack
Bill
her
a
to do
call,
it.
'cause I was going to talk about it. What do you guys think about? Okay, we're getting there Saturday. We're on the air. What do we? Is it 2 o'clock? We're getting
Friday, right?
No, Saturday.
start Saturday morning.
Start Saturday morning.
Thought we set up Friday.
Not for the last couple of years.
We get there Saturday morning. We get there early, I've been getting there early Saturday morning.
Like what time in the morning?
We can't start broadcasting till 2 o'clock.
That's the last one I went to, we went in Friday night.
Yeah, we did, I think we did. We've been going in Saturday, because
What time on Saturday morning?
be there anytime you want, Saturday morning. You know, I'm gonna be there, I'll be there early. I'm gonna bring my camper over, we'll get
What road's that on?
Branch Road, 9. Yeah, Branch. Yeah, we were already, we had everything set up. We had, last year we had a good crew there. We had everything set up real quick.
Yeah.
2 hours, everything was gone. Huh? 8 in the morning? Anytime.
Is that what time?
Yeah, I'd say 8. I'll probably be there early than that. I'm up and around. So
Are we planning to get Bob's stuff again, or?
Set up, we're gonna have the bus.
Try to, yeah.
My camper, I don't know who else-
We're talking about that before you came in.
Camping, but, you know, if you're gonna bring it. I don't know if Richard's coming. Richard brought his camper last year. You know, Richard ran a QRP station.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
He
think
ran.
he's doing a trip up to Colorado.
Oh, is he? Okay.
He said something about that at...
It's probably floating down in Mississippi right now.
Oh, Alaska, that's right. He's doing an Alaska trip. So I'm thinking he might not be back. Well, maybe he's on the way.
All right, I'll get a hold of Jed and Bill, Ben tomorrow, find out about the insurance thing. I think everything else, it just depends on the numbers. We'll just adjust. I think we can be flexible. I mean, we're gonna have a good time anyhow, no matter what we do, so.
Sure. The big thing is getting the antennas up. After that, it's a cable.
We'll just get, and we got stuff we can put up. I got 3 rotatable dipoles. I'm gonna bring portable ones. We're gonna bring a couple, dipole and show something up a tree or whatever we're gonna do. We'll do what we can, you know. But Bob's got all those dipoles anyhow, so.
You got enough power supplies for the rigs?
No, mine I
Kind
have.
of rough to plug the rig into the generator.
What did we do last year with my TS2000? Didn't we plug that? We plugged that into the generator or something, didn't we last year? I forget now how we did that.
2000 needs a power supply.
Yeah, so does most of mine need power supplies.
Yeah.
So,
Mine does too, but mine has one with it.
I have a power supply for my own radio.
Yeah.
I probably brought my power supply last year.
Everybody's bringing a radio, bring your own power supply. I guess that's the way it is.
That's what I was getting at.
I've got mine set up for that radio.
Didn't we have last year, we have that antenna launcher thing from K1BF?
Yeah, I got a slingshot launcher if we need it. If we need to pull stuff up, we'll get it up. I mean, one of the things we were setting out in the fields, you know, the portable, the fiberglass masts, we were setting those up in the field there, and then we were setting, I was setting over towards the pond with the camper over there.
Yeah.
You know, using the camper, the pond for ground actually. But,
Yeah, I remember.
we shot some, we did put some dipoles up over those pine trees on that side there. And that's all different now. They've all graded that all off. It's all flat. It's not crappy anymore. It's, you know, Steve's done a nice job in it. So, you know, we'll just lay it out so that we're, you know, we can put the generators out back and oh, that's the other thing is extension cables. I wanted to make sure I know there was something.
I've got extension cords that I can.
Anybody
I have them, keep them in the back of the truck.
They ought to be pretty good gauge.
You got something like that?
Yeah.
So, I got a couple.
Well, I use them at near fest and some of the other hand fests.
And I've got an insulation tester too, so we can test it.
That'll work.
Okay, I think we're all set with this.
Good.
We're going to have a program. Barry's going to give us a program on the new FLDIGI.
Meandering around this term FLDIGI, and you may have heard a couple of other terms. It's a new form of amateur radio emergency communication message, basically message handling software. It's become very popular nationally. The state of New Hampshire has gone to it exclusively. The state of Maine is considering doing that. Right now, most of the counties are up and running on it in the state of Maine. And I guess the fact that Dave and I do it could mean we're up and running on it in York County, but it really isn't. So we need to get people who are interested in emergency communications into this mode. It's software driven. The software is free, which is always good to hear. And we've got a little presentation here that goes over some of the high points NBEMS is the form of communications. So we're going to talk about the reasons for using this, what the software components are in the suite, what your equipment requirements would be, why use it, and comparisons between FLDIGI and other types of emergency traffic communication. The reason for the presentation is to expose the amateur community to NBMS software suite, its capabilities, and ultimately to increase the number of users. NBEMS stands for Narrowband Emergency Messaging System. It's a software suite developed for emergency communications. That's its purpose. The main portions of the suite that you would be using when you operate on this is FLDIGI itself, which is the modem software, and FLDIGI can be used in a lot of the digital modes, PSK, RIDI, all of that stuff. It can be used for that as well. FLWrap is another component that provides error detection so that you know when you send a message, it's getting delivered correctly and properly. And FLMessage is the actual messaging software. And in FLMessage are already built a lot of the ICS forms. The ARRL radio command is in there, ICS 213, ICS 205, and several others. They're already in the program. FLDIGI is a modem program for sending and receiving sound card modes. Primarily, members of the development team primary members are Dave Freeze, W1HJK, and Skip Teller, KH6TY. Narrowband emergency messaging, and is based on FLDIGI with several associated applications. NBEMS relies on live operators to handle and confirm traffic. We are still using a hand mode. The components, FLWrap is a utility that encapsulates a message and provides a checksum. The recipient can be assured that the message is 100% accurate, and the message compression is also an optional feature. FLMessage is a forms management editor for incident control system and ARRL radiogram forms. Files are ASCII text to minimize size and can be transmitted using multiple methods. FLARC is another program, basically keyboard to keyboard. FLARC is next to never used, so we won't be covering that on this. The following reflect best known practices and are in the operating guides for the Pennsylvania NBEMS group, which is one of the developing and standard writing groups that's responsible for this. If you're sending messages keyboard to keyboard, typically you would be using Olivia. The default would be Olivia 8/500. If the conditions are poor, you can go to 16/500. And if they're very poor, 8/250. If you're transmitting on HF, typically you'd be running MT63 at 1,000. And if there's a lot of noise, you could drop down to MT63 500. And these are all formats that I use. If you are active at all in PSK or any of the other digital modes, you may have heard of this. They're all integral parts of FLDIGI. In VHF or UHF file transfers, MT63 2000 is what is the common mode of transfer. All files are sent in wrap format with a checksum. Equipment requirements. The simplest way to do this is through acoustical coupling. You need a computer with a speaker, a microphone, and a transceiver. A handheld would be fine. And I'm going to show you that today. The easiest to use is a computer.